Time to act.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Meripede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and... Huh?
What's happening? I'm fine, thanks.
Let's go ask the Duke. Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there...
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set...
So the fortress is...
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems... by the way...
I believe today...
Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes. Have you...
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now? That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't... Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed. No, we're...
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companion. Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon...
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Meripede is finished. That's the end of another... We should probably go... You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our... I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me, would you mind...
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Everyone's so busy. Neuvillette!
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
A massive whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore,
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how?
most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could... Yes? What is it?
Ah, right! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured...
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water
The water levels rose?
returned. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater,
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check...
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately form... I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to...
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful. The two of you have my thanks.
Oh no! What happened here? Navia should be around here, right?
Body and mind.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's some...
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right. I'm not young anymore. How will I
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg. How could this have happened?
Just hang in there. Help is on the...
Time to act.
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson.
Yes. As you can see, the water level...
We've already transported him to safety.
He's wounded?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a...
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right, you'll be in charge. I'm sorry.
This situation...
Right. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone... The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial... Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some... The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been... The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now...
How awful.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
Sorry. I need to go for now.
And out she goes.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and of course, we should remain ready for anything. Traveler, Paimon?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you.
Body and mind. Time to act.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson,
Right. That's how things are now.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver... They won't ever come back here again.
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but they were helping evacuate the residents. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we...
I've known them for so long. And I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just... gone.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half...
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something...
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have...
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case...
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, The two of us could certainly be considered masters.
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. Here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well,
I'd always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's...
Obena, Khan, Burnett, so...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. The overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
The knave? What are you—
is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or before. I know of the prophecy, and lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such,
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They